South Philly. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense set to go and leading them out. The #1 overall pick back in April out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all-time at the collegiate level. Ended up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 touchdowns, and only threw 6 interceptions and won a national championship. Joe Burrow is not just a terrific player. He has that it factor as well, and that's what they're counting on in Cincinnati.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. The numbers for Mixon last week, 13 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross.
Burrow's pass complete to John Ross. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Complete to
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To C.J. Uzomah.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
The delay, it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
8-yard line.
And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Burrow's pass incomplete out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries. But last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 24.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 7. First down, Philadelphia.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The tackle by
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tyler Boyd.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Bengals.
Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Green brings it in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play?
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Complete to number 80.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25 yards.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Daniel Jones, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Finding Green, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another run here with Sanders. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch for the Eagles' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working from the gun. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, the ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
18-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Delay of game, offense.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Over 1st and 10.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup and a Bengal first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
15.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
Burrow
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To Mixon on the check down. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Wentz's pass intercepted. attempted.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down.